Hey everybody, Marjan here from Firefly Craft today. First off, I want to start with telling you about the colors I'm wearing today. I have regular white and glitter aqua. The glitter is so sparkly. I love how it shines, and I love that this shirt celebrates one of my kids who is into choir and really enjoys touring with her show choir. Today I have something really exciting for you. We're going to do a head-to-head on which is better for applying heat transfer vinyl to stainless steel tumblers. Is it better the iron or the heat gun? So today we're going to figure that out. We have two different designs we're going to apply. On this particular water bottle, when I saw it, I knew that I had to do something with our elastic foil pink because this color here is so close to it. So I have a decal. It says "Be still and know." And we're going to put this onto this water bottle. Now the elastic foil likes to be cool, warm peeled instead of hot peeled. It's because it's so elastic and so stretchy, it's really easy to stretch small, thin designs as you're peeling off the carrier sheet. So we're going to do this one first so that we can set it to the side and let it cool while we worked on the next one. Now a couple of tools here that I hesitate to call them tools, but some things to do. A heat resistant glove, also a leather work glove would work, just something to protect your hand a little bit as you're working with this, because this will get quite hot. The stainless steel and your implement, it's all going to be hot. And then I also have this cotton muslin towel, and it'll just help us. For the first round, I'm usually okay just to use my glove, but when I start my second round, sometimes I need the muslin towel to defray the heat so I don't burn myself. So please be aware, this is a dangerous tutorial, and if you choose to do this at home, I cannot be responsible for any bad things that happen to you. So we've got our tumbler, we've got our decal. The very first thing I want to do is to heat up my implement. And move my iron out here for right now. Plug in my heat gun. Okay, now I'm going to turn my heat gun on to low so that we don't melt the vinyl. That is something that could happen. But before I even ever think about the vinyl, I want to think about warming up my tumbler and my heat transfer vinyl. I haven't seen anybody else doing that, but I think it helps. So I'm just going to turn my gun on low and start by warming up my tumbler. Starting to get warm. Then I'm going to warm up the back side of my vinyl. For heat transfer vinyl, the adhesive here on the back, if we get that heated up first, that'll be helpful. You'll notice I have two kitchen towels right here. That's just to help create a little bit of a cradle as I work. And I also today, instead of my table, I have a mat down so that I don't melt anything on my table. So now that we've got our vinyl on and our steel tumbler is warm, I'm going to just start one section at a time. So I'm going to focus my heat gun on B right now. Just moving my heat gun around, letting it get warm. And you'll notice this is not a fast process. And then I'll rub the vinyl where it was hot. Press. I kind of like pressing, knowing as I do that pressure is as important as heat for heat transfer vinyl. Now I'm going to focus on the ampersand and the K. Again, press and rub those on. I really wanted to wear this glove on my left hand because of all the gross stuff that's on. But I really have better control of my right hand, so you guys get to see all the stickiness on my glove. That means that I use it. I'm focusing on the STI right now. Focusing my heat there. And rub and press. You'll see my towels come apart every now and again. I just squish them back together. Now I'm going to focus on the LL. Make sure you get all the little pieces all around. The reason I think it's best to focus on small pieces is that the big pieces, as they go, well, you'll run out of heat, I think. So it's best to just heat a small area, get it nice and pressed. Okay, I'm going to focus on the NOW. It's big enough almost to do 2 sections, but I'm going to play the edge here and just do one. Now, since that was my last section, be careful if you choose to touch the stainless steel tumbler with your other hand. Be aware that it gets hot everywhere. Okay, this is feeling pretty good. I do want to do one more round. It'll be the same thing. I'll speed up the video for the second round so you don't have to sit here and watch in low speed again. But now that we've done that, I'm gonna grab my muslin towel out so that I can start doing that because the heat is getting quite warm. Like I mentioned before, we don't want to peel this when it's hot. So I'm going to set this to the side and we'll work on our second tumbler. This tumbler is this beautiful blue, and the thing I thought when I saw this is my favorite sports team is BYU. That's where I graduated from college. So we're going to make this one into a BYU cup for my sweet husband, who is also a BYU alumnus. Oh, what did I forget? We're going to warm this up first. Okay, so grabbing our iron, because that's the implement we're going to be using this time, I'm going to warm up our cup. Now, something I neglected to mention in the beginning was that I have taken rubbing alcohol and cleaned any goo or dirt or those kinds of things off of the cup. Now, one negative about using, really, I think we just lost our video for this one. I'll do it 10 more seconds. Just discovered that I can only do 10-minute segments on one of my cameras. So, okay, we're gonna warm this back up. Warm up our cup. Now, one downside to using the iron is that I can't warm up my vinyl, because if I, well, I guess I could try putting it in front of the iron here, but it doesn't really feel any warmer. Okay, so we're going to place our Y here on the cup. The cup is warm, the vinyl is not, so take that for whatever it's worth. Okay, on there pretty nice. Now the iron, I'm just going to take in warm sections, and again we're pressing, but one danger here is because it's round, if you press too hard, you can melt right through the vinyl. You can accidentally slide out parts of the vinyl. It's very easy to press too hard as you're doing this, which is tricky because you want to press hard in order to get it to stay. And so it has to be kind of a tortoise in the hare kind of race where you want to be the tortoise here. Go slow and easy. I'm applying a lot of pressure with my hand, but just not with the iron because it can wreak havoc on it. Okay, that's twice. We've gone over everything, but it is not feeling too hot yet. For me, when it starts to get a little too hot to comfortably touch with my glove on, that's when I start feeling comfortable that I've gotten it warm enough. So I'm going to go again. I'll try and focus on the bottom of the iron this time. And again, this can be very dangerous, so be careful with your heat implements and don't touch your hands to them, and don't touch your tumbler in places where it's hot. Okay, we're going to take a peek and see if we're done or if we need to do a little bit more. I'm just going to pull back our layer here. Looks like we did a pretty good job. There were a couple places you could see as we were, I don't know if you could see, but I could see as we were picking up, they're not quite there yet. So I'm going to press those real well. Now if you have one little area, if you do a more delicate design, you have one little area, you can just oh so carefully touch it with your naked iron. But you want to be really careful because it's so easy to melt that vinyl. Okay, I think she's good. BYU Blue, go Cougars. We'll set this one to the side here. I'm going to pull back in our elastic foil. And this is a much more delicate design, lots of small pieces. Oops, keep losing my transfer sheet there. So I'm going to peel real slowly because I can still go back and heat anything I need to. So far though, it's looking beautiful. I just adore this color on this water bottle. And I adore the message too. And my big family with our crazy business and so many kids, being still is sometimes a bit of a challenge. So I'm looking forward to having this reminder on my water bottle. You can see that turned out just beautifully. So we'll put these guys head to head here next to each other. Oops. You can look and see both methods work pretty great, pretty fantastically. You may have been able to tell as we went along the tutorial which one is my favorite. I prefer the heat gun. I know that not everybody has a heat gun, but I prefer it. I feel like it's easier to get a consistent, even heat on the decal. I feel like it's less awkward to hold and to try and go around the curves. The iron with its flat surface, just as great as an iron is for so many things, I think it's not great for going around the stainless steel circular shape. So my vote is the heat gun, but the iron also does its job. If I was doing the iron, I would be careful about how small and delicate my designs were. Thanks for joining us today. Again, we have the pink elastic foil on this water bottle and a regular white on the Cougar water bottle. Join us again next time. Have a great day.